that your friend? You know the one you can't depend, ain't that your friend? Don't fuck with him cause that's my kid, ain't that your friend? You know my T, we go way back, ain't that your friend? So let's sit down and have a chat like anytime you need a friend, I'ma be there to defend, I'ma be there to the end. You see me right there, anytime you need a friend, I'ma be there to defend, I'ma be there to the end. You see me right there, yeah.
Hey y'all, what's good? It's your boy Jerm.
And I'm Bryce.
And welcome to the Anytime You Need a Friend podcast. And you know, we're your real friends, we're your besties.
So happy to be back. Oh my God. What did y'all do without us? This was like 7 whole days.
No, for real, seriously. I want to say I did, well, by the time y'all hear this episode, the song will already be out and available for you guys to listen to. But I did release SAB, my single. It's called Stupid Ass Bitch.
Stupid Ass Bitch. You a stupid ass bitch.
Yes. So if you guys just now finding out, I guess, about the single, go listen to it. Go check it out. It's out now.
Yes.
Bryce, what have you been up to, sister?
Oh my God. Y'all, I really been trying to get my mind right. But hold on. About Stupid Ass Bitch, that's my song, y'all. I have loved that song for so long. Back. I don't even know how long to tell you. I wish I could give y'all a time frame, but just know I heard the song a long time ago, and I've been begging the bitch to put it out, but she don't listen to me. But like, finally, y'all got it, so enjoy it. We don't get to hear Jamil on the, I guess you could say, explicit side.
I guess that's
usually my vibe. So I really like that he went and gave you all profanity for real.
Profanity. So, I have another song like that, but I'm gonna keep that one just to tell.
Yeah, you haven't told me about this. More cursing? Girl. I love cursing.
I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I just be wanting to not give that to the people.
Very Disney.
Like, not even Disney. I don't want to give Disney. Well, damn. Does it sound like
head to my toes? It's a real way.
No, I think.
Shout out to Kiki.
No, shout out to Kiki. I love Kiki. I don't mind being all aggressive on tracks and stuff. It's just sometimes I like to be nice and a little mellow, just a tad bit. I just like the way nice and mellow tracks feel. But angry tracks definitely give me crunk. I can definitely walk down the street and punch a bitch if I want to. You know what I'm saying?
That's my favorite type of music. That's my favorite type of music.
I'm just playing, y'all, but. Yeah.
He's not. But anyway. Okay, y'all. Me recently, though, so I'm also working on music and trying to finish what I think might be a project. I'm not entirely sure how many songs it's going to be, so I'm not going to be sitting here lying to nobody. But it's going to be some songs on it, and however many it ends up being, it's just going to be what we call an album these days. I know that's right.
So we ain't got a release date yet?
I have a time frame, but I already told you this, but I might as well tell y'all. I'm gonna hit y'all over the head with the one here, one there, one there, one there, one there, songs everywhere. So it's probably gonna come out over a span of like 3 weeks or so.
Okay.
Instead of just
we're
dropping.
Looking forward.
Yeah.
Instead of just dropping a full project, you said
all at once, and people don't go. Look, I don't want to give Raven Simone right now, but it's not like you buy my music anyway, bitch.
I'm so dead. Ain't I always in the studio
making music that nobody hears? I don't want to give that right now.
Very sad.
She's so real.
Of her. Yeah.
So very real. But I'm not saying that.
Undertone.
Yeah, I'm just saying I would like to spread it out so you at least have opportunity to listen to the song separately.
Yeah.
But y'all will hear all of that when it's time. Don't rush me because
don't rush me. We're ready. We're ready whenever you are, sister. So like whenever you want to drop those tracks, even we have one together. So I'm looking forward to that one as well.
That's one of my favorite songs. One of my favorite songs I have ever done.
I felt like I acted like a whore on that song. Like,
that's why I love it so much.
I don't even do that. I'm like, not that's why I love it so much.
We were on there acting like whores. I love it. I was like, oh my gosh, it's giving my dirty era.
No, by Christina Aguilera.
Girl, don't let me dye some of these locks white and really give y'all bitches with my girl. It's Friday night, DJ playing, go and spin. You want me to give them? They don't want that, Jerm. I don't think they want that.
Oh my gosh, not Freakum Dress 2.0.
Wait, those songs have a similar sound. Sonically, they sound like I never realized that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you got an ear, bitch. You got an ear.
Talk about it.
Because when you said it, I literally hear it in my head now.
Yes,
they go
I was like,
They were sisters, okay?
Not sisters. You are hilarious. Oh my gosh. Very Virgo of you. Very Virgo.
Look,
okay.
So glad that you brought that up because guess what we're talking about today, guys?
What?
Zodiac
us,
signs.
Hey!
Zodiac signs and all of the bitches that we hate.
To be clear, I don't hate anybody. I love everyone, you know, even though. But yes, we're going to be talking about zodiac signs, getting into some tea, getting into the nitty gritty. It's some signs I have my bones to pick with, and it's some signs I want to love on, you know,
and give them a couple bones.
Okay, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So we definitely gonna get into some signeries. You know what I'm saying? That's not even a word, but I'm just.
It is today.
At this point, so I'm just so excited, y'all. I'm super excited about reading y'all down. Let's go.
Jerm, I want to start out asking you just a little icebreaker question. What is the most Gemini thing about you? If y'all don't know, she's a Gemini. That's why you see two heads on her shoulders right now. Tell the people what really makes you you.
I'm really like a two-sided coin. Like on one side of the coin, I can be like real chill and real like to myself and just like in my own bubble. And then on the other side of the coin, it's like the extrovert kind ofness. And I'm just like, woo, like, hey girl, like I'm just, yo, girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah.
Oh, it's your girl. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what I would say about, that's the most Gemini thing about me is that I'm like, I don't want to say two-sided because bitches would think, oh, you're a fake bitch.
Two-faced,
no, I'm not even that.
They never gave that.
I mean, there can be some two-faced Geminis, don't get me wrong. But I would say, girl, I bet you do. But anyways. But yeah, I would just say as far as that goes, I just change my opinion a lot. So I have like a difference of opinion. So if I'm one way this minute, then I'll be like, I guess if something influences my opinion, then I'll sway the other way and be like, oh, okay, well that makes sense, you know? So
But honestly, that just means you're open-minded. That's good.
Yeah, I'm very open-minded. Yeah, exactly. So I guess I can ask the same question to you. What's something that's very Virgo about you?
There's so many things that are Virgo about me because, as you know, I happen to be blessed to be a double Virgo, sun and rising. Not many have that to their credit. Okay.
Please talk about it.
So I think the most Virgo thing about me is that I am a great arguer. I've been like this my whole life. Like people think that I'm combative because I love an argument, but it's not like I want a rah-rah argument. I like a discussion because I'm right. So I need us to all acknowledge in the room that I said something that I actually researched prior to me opening my mouth. Okay. So you disagree with me, right? That's cool. These are facts. So let's pick up a book. And while we have this conversation, we're going to stay calm. We're not going to get mad at each other. But after 10 minutes or so, you'll be able to see that I didn't just make it up. I really know what I'm talking about. Okay. And I've been like that all my life, like I said, because it's just very un-Virgo-like to open your mouth and you don't know what you're talking about. If you start asking me questions right now, Jerm, that I don't got the answer to, it's going to be a silent pod. I don't really just fill up the room with words and I don't know what I'm talking about. You know? Okay. So, Virgos, we love a good old argument. And it's not even, like, aggressive. It's fun. Like, I'm having a good time when I'm reading.
All right, so you like being combative sometimes, just like to, because you guys like to spar with words, I would say.
That has a negative connotation, Jerm.
Not, I'm not. Okay.
Combative.
I'm not even trying to.
It
No,
has a
yeah,
negative connotation.
combative does have a negative connotation, but y'all are combative in a way. But we're not even gonna get into that yet. We're not even gonna get into that.
Jerm, not you double down after you said, "Oh, I'm not trying to see." I see you, bitch. I see you. Anyway,
Girl,
yes, that I guess
was very
honestly, it is what it is. I don't want to call it combative, but a lot of people identify as that because I think it's a not a very Virgo quality to be super agreeable, just to go along and get along. I was like that as a child.
You guys have your own brain, yeah.
Mm-hmm. I was like that as a child from like anxiety purposes, like not feeling like I could speak up because what's gonna happen if I like express myself. But since I've been grown and not really cared about what anybody else thought for real, I guess I should say I don't care about anybody else's opinion of me to a degree. Like I would like you to think nice things of me, but it really doesn't ruin my day.
It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Yeah. Okay.
I'd be like, oh, Jerm, you could be like, such and such don't like you, Bryce. I'm gonna be like, oh.
No. As y'all may have heard or may have known, y'all probably don't. I'm a Virgo moon. So like I kind of understand where he's coming from in a way as far as emotionally. Because baby, sometimes I be not necessarily saying that I'm combative, but I like to spar with words sometimes too. You know what I'm saying? That little Virgo-ness rubs off on me. I like to read a bitch down like a dictionary. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's what it is.
There's nothing wrong with that. Like, we are here on this earth to communicate with each other. Why not do it with a little bit of spice? Yeah.
But I'm also sweet. Like, I'm also sweet. I'm not even trying to act like I just be walking down the street and be like, oh, let me read this bitch down. Like, oh,
no, it's not like that.
Like, no, it's not like that. I am, we are definitely the type to.
We have manners. We were raised right.
Exactly. We were raised right. But if you poke at the bear, be expected to get bitten back. You know, just a little love bite. A nibble.
I want an arm, but okay. I'm coming out of there with arms.
Okay.
But that's in a real argument. And that's what the thing is, because I am so great at sparring, like you said, I don't have a lot of real, like, you a dirty dog, bitch. We don't get into all of that a lot because most people understand, like, this is not somebody I want to argue with. The way they backpedal, oh my gosh. And I love to see it, for real. Oh, I'm Lord, like, ooh, you're smart. You know not to really play with me like that.
Girl, you were hilarious. So funny. Thank you. But I also want to ask you a question as well.
Okay.
Tell me about your two favorite zodiac signs. Like, what are your two favorites?
My two favorite. Okay. Currently, this is very much like a 2025 thing because I hate all y'all at different times. Oh. Real see. But right now, look, I have two photos in my head.
Okay, Tyra.
So right now, I'm going to have to give it, I don't know why, I am really liking Aquarius, and I don't really like y'all like that, but I'm really liking y'all right now.
Okay.
And then
Aquarius.
This is going to sound crazy. I love a Cancer. I never thought I would say that. Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
I've been noticing Cancer women are like boss bitches. Like, they do not play. And my mama's a Cancer, so I should have known that. I just thought she was like...
okay, I see the correlation. Okay.
Yeah.
Not I'm not gonna play with you.
No, like, I love my mama.
Yeah.
I love her, but like, in growing up, I was like stuck to her hip. But like, as I got to teenage and like early 20 years, it just felt like she was real raw for no reason. I was like, girl, are you good, sis? Like,
yeah, like, are you okay?
Always aggressive, but in the last few years, we've gotten to better amicable standings, I guess you could say. So I'm really understanding, like, oh girl, you are a strong woman. Like, yes, queen, serve us.
Black woman. Yeah.
Raise a family, bitch. You better raise a family, you know?
I love that. Okay.
So I'm seeing that in other Cancer women, like other women that I really respect. I'll randomly find out that they're Cancers too. And I'm like, oh, I always thought you were a baddie. That's crazy. And then about Aquarius, I'm liking the personalities on those. Those seem to have some, I don't know if we're going to call it mental illness, but they have some humor to themselves that I really appreciate. It's a bit of delusion attached to it, but that's what makes it fun.
They do have humor, yeah. Okay.
So Aquarius. I've been laughing at Aquariuses a lot. Everybody else, God bless y'all. I don't even do my own signs no more, Jerm. You see, I didn't say Virgo.
Yeah, I get it. Virgos are. I mean, I love y'all. I definitely do love Virgos because I was gonna list one of those as my favorite. Speaking of, my two favorite zodiac signs, like I said, Virgo, and what is my second favorite? Because I don't even like Bryce said, I don't really like too many people or too many signs, so I don't even want to. You know what? I have a guilty pleasure for Sagittarians.
Oh, I like them
love
too.
Sagittarians, yes.
I forgot about them.
But it really depends because sometimes they can be one way and then like one way meaning they can be real bougie and stuck up, like, why are you talking to me? And then the other kind can be like, oh, hey girl, let's party. Like, oh, you want a drink? You want a shot? Like, oh, what's up? Like real down to earth. You know what I'm saying? Like I like those kind of Sagittarians. As far as Virgo goes, in my opinion, I love Virgos. I love how real y'all are and how like I like how y'all I can't even get it out because I just love y'all so much. It's like I'm just playing. let me but no, I really do love Virgos. I just like how real y'all are. Y'all stand on your own 2 feet and it feels like y'all have everything together for the most part. But I know it may seem like that on the outside, but on the inside, y'all human. Y'all have emotions, and you know sometimes y'all need a little hug. Y'all need a friend. You know what I'm saying? So I really love Virgos for just being the boss bitches that they are. Like just how you was talking about Cancers and how you saw your mom. Like I've always felt that way about Virgos such as yourself, like Beyonce. Just how y'all carry yourselves is just
Michael
like,
Jackson, Keke Palmer.
Exactly. Like y'all, like the high vibrational Virgos are really just lovable people. Now I know some low vibrational ones as well, and those can definitely bring you down to the dumps with them, child. But we're not gonna speak about them.
Oh yes, we are, Jerm. Don't lie to the people. Fact, we're going to talk about it.
I'm not even going to lie. I'm going to just say what I got to say. Sometimes Virgos can be very possessive, just like Leos sometimes. Like, they can be very controlling.
Yeah.
Especially when they love on something. It's like, oh, bitch, this is mine. Like, can't nobody have this but me. Like,
I just want to say, oh, my, oh, my.
Exactly. Beyonce was not lying. This is mine. Okay, what I'm saying? Like, Virgos are very selfish, but sometimes that can be a good thing and sometimes that can be a bad thing. When it's bad, it's like, whoa, okay, girl, calm down. Like,
scary.
It's really scary. But, you know, that's just them. What's the word for it? I can't even think of it right now.
It's basically, I would take it as, because I don't necessarily act like that. You know, I hate, I don't want to say a derogatory term, but I don't like our, what are we, a gender? Yeah, I don't really like our gender that much. I don't want to call them men. That would be too respectful. You know, I don't like the girls like that. So I want to shake some of them. And I just told somebody that last night. I was like, side note, I had to tell somebody, I'm not a violent person. Let's be clear. I don't get domestic. I don't get domestic. I swear.
Okay.
I know I don't need to be around you when I feel it necessary to tell you, hey, this behavior right now, I want to shake you like a baby. I was like, whoa, this is going too far. Because I really felt like I should tell him just so we can all be on the same page. Anyway, I don't know why I needed to tell you that. Edit that out. Okay. What was I talking about?
I was talking about how some Virgos can be very confrontational when it comes to them being selfish and like wanting.
Oh, I was trying to explain why we are like that. We are kind of like that from a place of we love really hard and we want to make it clear to the people y'all, that we love.
Passionate. That's what I meant. Y'all are passionate, and I love that about y'all. Y'all are passionate in everything that y'all do. It does not matter what it is. Y'all are very passionate people. So I can definitely respect that about Virgos. I'm sorry. What was you saying, bitch?
No, I couldn't find the word passionate for some reason, but that's exactly what I was trying to describe.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
can I tell you what I like about Geminis while we're here?
Oh, sure. Please. I mean, there's not.
It don't sound like
things,
you care, but damn, girl.
I got my own bone to pick with Geminis, but that's just me.
See,
go ahead,
I like how we are so self-aware that we have comments and concerns for our own people. I have talked to, before I get into the Geminis, which I don't have bad things to say about y'all, because this one Gemini child I was deeply in love with, and that motherfucker didn't want me. It was so sad. But it was so sad, y'all. This was like 2022, I think. I was fucked up. Ooh. He tried to talk to me recently though, and I was like, I'm grown, babe. I don't want it. Okay. That was Bryce. Okay.
You were doing it improved, okay?
It's a little too late. 5 minutes is a little too late, baby girl. I'm sorry.
It's just a little too late, a little too wrong.
But back then, Jerm, I would have did anything. I'm begging on my hands. I wasn't begging because I don't do that. But like if I want to beg, that means I'm already to the place of begging. If I'm thinking about it, you know.
Okay, Bryce begging. Okay.
Let me know if y'all want a begging ass song. I will give y'all a begging ass song if y'all want it.
Please give us a begging ass song, a begging and pleading. Like in the
begging and pleading. Okay. That's Brandy's song. I forgot she had that song.
I was just about to say that with the braids. And she, hold on. She was like,
forgive me. Okay. Brandy was singing on that record.
She ate.
But y'all, the thing about my Virgo people, I find us sometimes to be very disconnected from reality in a way that is concerning. And it's not even delusion like how I said the Aquariuses are delusional sometimes. Virgos are very much in their own head. Like I think about what I have to do. Like right now as I'm talking, I'm thinking about other things. I'm so in my head, like really deep in my head. You can forget about the world around you and that other people are experiencing life the same way as you. They also don't know what's going on and they need some compassion, understanding, very escape. What I need from you is understanding. We don't be having the space for that all the time because we're just so in this big old brain. It's a lot going on. And so it's like, I understand it because I'm a Virgo as well, but I've done a little bit of work on myself to be like, instead of getting mad and thinking that this person is playing with me, I remember when I was younger, I would always think somebody was playing with me. So it's like, rah, you know, instead of thinking like that this person, very much, Jerm, instead of thinking that this person is playing with me or purposely trying to get me riled up because they want a reaction, maybe they are just having a certain type of day as well. And so we're not clicking and it's nothing to take personal. Because once I take it personal, then we get like, it gets a little crazy, you know?
Okay.
So,
makes sense.
From the other Virgos that I've interacted with, I've noticed that they're just so me. And it's like, damn, is this how I used to be? Like, I hope nobody thinks I'm like that anymore, but I try not to be like that, even though it's very natural for me to be like, I don't give a fuck what nobody else got going on. Yeah, it's easy for me to be like that. I just know that that's not, you can't expect people to care about you and you don't care about nobody else. That's kind of what I've deduced from why I think that's a bad way to go.
Yeah. Okay.
And because I'm a Virgo, when I've tried to talk to other Virgos, I feel like they think that they want to be like the head Virgo in the room. And
like that.
They can play very much so. And I don't understand why you would meet me and think that you're going to run my show.
Oh.
Okay. No, Jerm, think about me on a reality show on any arena. Girl, do I look like a subservient? What do you need me to do? No, baby, I tell people what to do. That's not how this goes. You know, I don't know how to
stand you.
Now I'm great at taking direction. Like Jerm teaches me a lot, but that's not the same type of dynamic. If we're in a workspace and I'm trying to learn how to do my the thing that I love better, I want to learn. But
you're a leader, yeah.
In life, in general, if you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me what to do. Okay? If you can't tell me what to do, maybe you just don't have it. Because I'll be like, why are you instructing me on what I need to do. Like, I don't do this shit every day without you. That's how I be feeling.
Okay.
So I've literally recognized it in other Virgos, like in our short interactions, because Jerm, those never last long. I'm talking about 15 days. You got it. If I meet another Virgo, we talking. Our birthdays are 8 days apart. This is so cute. Da, 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 da. Next thing you know, I'm like, fuck this bitch, and he's like, fuck that bitch, and we're like, we be hating each other.
That was
it's
fast,
crazy,
girly.
Because it's like I can clock you in a way that it's like I know what you're doing when you do that. Like when I get dry with somebody, I know what I'm doing. When you get dry with me, I know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
I feel that. And
you think you're gonna outsmart me? I do this to people all day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like we can go bar for bar.
Baby, I see you.
Spar together. Exactly.
Yeah.
We see each other. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And they don't like that. One thing a Virgo hates is to be clocked. I hate to be clocked.
Because y'all
if I was sitting here hiding from,
and
I don't like people observing me. Jerm, if I was sitting here hiding something from you right now, and you was like, Bryce, I see da 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 da, I would be like, hold on, take the cameras. I don't like to be clocked.
Like, why are you pulling at my wig right now?
Yeah.
Why are you in my lace? Like, please, girl.
Yeah. My mom is like that. I just be minding my business, and she be like, what's that right? I'm like, hold on, girl, can my weave be messed up today? Damn. You know, she wanna know what's going on. You know.
Very nosy Cancers. That's what I don't like about Cancers is that they're nosy. I want to say for me, like Gemini's, my own sign. I like them. I won't say I love them, because I have a love-hate relationship with Geminis. I just feel like most of the time they want everything to be about them, like very self-centered. And I get it, like we bad bitches and all, but like if I'm walking in a room.
I'm not interrupting you. What you're saying is so real. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, like I get it. We bad bitches and all, but like if I'm walking in the room and you in the room with me, like why we both can't be bad bitches both in the room? Like you gotta outshine me in some type of way. Not even saying that because I feel like that's just me being insecure on my part. But it's
you think you're insecure?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
No,
I never got that from you. That's why I was like, really?
Now, back in the day, I maybe was, but I want to say now I'm very confident in myself. Now, there are times where I be like, oh, girl, I don't know about that. But most of the time, bitch, I'm on my high horse. Other than that,
I know that's right.
I would say
Renaissance. The Renaissance.
Exactly. But other than that, I would say Geminis, we don't like to listen to people, especially when somebody is telling us something. Like, let's say if we hurt somebody's feelings, and they're really passionate about this certain topic, we can sometimes brush that off and be like, "Oh, girl, like get over it. I'm sorry. Okay, boo hoo hoo." And sometimes that other person just wants to get down to the details, and as Geminis, we just like to sweep it under the rug. That's what I'm trying to say. And I feel like we just have, and that's basically me going back to that self-centeredness because we don't see the world outside of ourselves. So I feel like most Geminis have that problem. Like, but
y'all do.
But I will say there are some Geminis that are very friendly. Very. I mean, I'm not friendly off the bat. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm very reserved, girl. Like, but that's just the Virgo moon in me. But when you start talking to me and I start getting comfortable, I open up a little bit. But for the most part, I want to say Geminis are very like expressive and they're very happy people for the most part. But we can also switch like that. Don't say anything to piss them off because girl, they'll get mad for real and they'll take it personal. But I want to say for me, I don't get mad necessarily, but I will dig at you, like, girl. Let me pinch you a little bit. Take a little.
Oh, I've noticed that a couple of times, and I was like, oh my gosh, is Jerm attempting to read me? And y'all, it comes out of nowhere.
Why my sister got to say attempting? You see what I'm saying? Fighting words,
like, y'all. It comes out of nowhere. I just be sitting here talking to the bitch, and I be like, did she just try to gather real quick? Oh my god. But
it's all out of love.
And that's what I was just going to say. Because it didn't actually penetrate me, I'm just like, oh, okay, whatever. Like, it just hit me right here. Like, because you're not great at it. No shade. But,
do y'all see this? Like he is just throwing daggers at me. But that's okay.
Because, like, what they say, if you're going to shoot the king, you better kill him. You don't be killing him.
Because I'd be trying to spare. I'd be like, no.
That's why it ended up being funny. That's real shit. Like, Jerm, you don't know how many times I have got a text from you when we're, like, in a discussion, and you say something, and I'm like, see, now what if I was sensitive? That would have really gathered me. Oh, my gosh.
No, girl, you really be gathering me too. I remember I asked you, I was like, when did we release I was like, what day did the show release? And you was like, girl, you don't know when the show released by now? Like, dang, girl, like, I'm like, okay, he needs to calm down. Like,
y'all,
my girl is at a 10, he need to bring it down to a 2. Okay.
Y'all, I'm calling bull on that. I did not say all that. I simply relayed to my co-host here that the show comes out every single week at the same time every single week. That day happens to be Thursday. If y'all have not caught on, we are every Thursdays around 7 a.m. You can listen to this show. You at work. I know you ain't got nothing to do. You bored. You want to get through the day. We gonna help.
Yes, girl. We gonna help you get through the day 1 hour at a time. Okay?
Okay.
Or if you guys are binge listening, that's cool too.
I love to do that. Those are some of my... When I tell you, I'm a binger in general when it comes to TV, but podcast binging, you will feel like you know these people. I love that.
Exactly. Like, okay, let's see what my girl's up to today. What they talking about. Oh, okay. Like, like, let's get it.
I love that.
Yes.
So, if y'all didn't notice when Jerm was talking about the Geminis, I kept amening him because I have, like I told y'all earlier, I've tried my hand at Geminis a few times. The one that really, he was a beautiful person, like, beyond just me liking him for real. But like I could just see the beautiful person around him beyond like the sexual. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the fact that I don't want to say he made me like him, but the fact that I got pulled in, I was very much sick about it.
That aura.
But other than that, with the other ones, I didn't allow myself to be that vulnerable. So I just like took it for what it was. So that conflict that you were referring to, where it's like, I'm just trying to talk to you and you feel like you're being attacked. So it turns into something way bigger than it has to be because you can't just admit that maybe you're not the most perfect. I can't even say this word. I think I'm making it up. The most perfectest person in the world. You know what I mean, Jerm?
Yeah. The most
like, I'm like, hey, instead of you, I guess I could have just said that, but I'm raggedy, so I wanted to make up a word. But instead of you just being like, oh, okay, I hear what you're saying, I'll try not to do that anymore, it turns into like, I'm attacking your character now, so we have to have a real battle. That happens so much with Geminis. It's like, girl, I was just giving you a suggestion.
We can get sensitive like that. Like, oh, bitch. Like, we definitely, I mean, I sometimes can. I can say that for myself. But for the most part, Geminis are very beautiful people. Like, I haven't met, I want to say I haven't met an ugly Gemini because I've always seen, like, beautiful Geminis. And I would say the same about Virgos as well.
I can say that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to think of an ugly one. I can't think of one.
Exactly. You can't even think of one besides Donald Trump, but we're not even counting him, okay?
Is Trump a Gemini?
He is.
Oh my gosh!
Kanye is too. Oh Lord. See?
I knew that about Kanye.
Those type of Geminis are very low vibrational, okay? They live in their head, okay? Like, I'm a bitch that stay in my head. What's up?
I know some ugly Virgos. I can't let you get that off.
Oh,
no shade.
Oh,
girl. I'm like, you sure you're not a Leo? Okay.
I've never experienced it. Oh. No, like, I love Leos too, to a certain degree. But they're cool people.
Can we talk about that, Jerm? Now we're getting into your least favorite signs and why.
Oh, least favorite. Okay. Bet.
Can I start, please?
Please start.
The Leos.
Get it off your chest. Oh.
Shout out to the girls who were born in a certain month and you have no control over that. You might still be a cool person. Hey, love you. But you people who are Leo down to the core, why? All I have to say is why.
Why?
Everybody gonna be wrong, right? Okay. But to be strong and wrong, why? Like, a Leo will put a knife to your neck for daring to correct them about something that they know is incorrect. And it's like,
it's
how
the pride.
dare you tell me? How dare
it's the like, pride. Very prideful, yes.
If y'all didn't know, I grew up with a Leo. Literally, me and my brother shared a room for like so many years. I was like, girl, can I get a trailer out back or something? Damn.
I'm not going to play with you. Y'all shared a room until when?
Yeah. Maybe like 14. I finally like, my sister had moved out. So I finally like cleared all her stuff out and set up. Girl, when I tell you, I set up the nastiest room. I thought I was a little 15-year-old bachelor.
Oh.
I'm just a bachelor. Okay. I put a couch in there. I put a big old TV in there. It was crazy.
My girl was living the life, okay?
I was so excited to have my own room after all of that. No, Jerm, I thought I had a little apartment. You couldn't tell me it wasn't a little apartment in that house.
Look, I've had my own room since I was 7, I would say. So,
wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But up until
it got to a point to where you didn't really notice he was there after so long. Maybe like by like 12, I'm in this by myself for all I care.
Right. But it's glad that y'all got your own room. But tell me about the dynamic, or tell me why you specifically hate Leos. Like, not hate them. But
okay.
Like, why do you?
Because I was just about to say, we can say hate. I don't really have a problem with that word.
Okay, hate.
But it's not because of my brother. I don't hate Leos because of my brother. Because I have a soft spot for the bitch at the end of the day. So I'm playing, y'all. I just wanted to say that I like quotables for some reason.
That is the quotable.
But like, that's my brother. I still like him, kind of. So it's just the other Leos that I've observed as well. Y'all are not number one on my list. Let me be clear. I don't live for y'all, but y'all are not number one on the most hated. Y'all are going to see this most hated in just a second. Some of y'all can probably guess. We haven't mentioned them because they're not worth mentioning yet. Okay, Jerm, think about who it is, and I'll tell you if you're right later.
Okay.
Back to the Leos real quick. The most hated.
Okay.
Think about it. All right. So these Leos, it's a pride thing, like Jerm was saying, and I don't like people that move in pride and ego because I learned at a certain age that wasn't going to get me far if my ego is at the forefront of every decision that I make. Like, especially in the career that we have, you can't really have a whole lot of ego when you're trying to pop because it's so many people who are just as talented, if not more talented, that are going to get further just because they know how to be decent. You feeling like you're that bitch. There are 83 other that bitches all around us in your state. And in a place like Texas, y'all, in a place like Texas, there are 100,000 other people who can do what we do very well. And what's going to set you apart? Well. The way that you work, your creativity, and you being fucking decent.
The way you treat people.
I don't know why.
Treat them, girl.
I understand we all wasn't given the same tools as far as like being mannerable. Because if you was raised by, is it mannerless a word? I think so. Mannerless people. It's not your fault. But at some point you have to be like, okay, how do I stop getting these visceral reactions from everybody that I come across? As much conflict as I have in life now, most of the people that I come across is pleasant because I am a pleasant being. My Leo girls, I don't necessarily see them making the intention to be pleasant. Like sometimes with my brother, I feel like he just is like, who can I piss off? Let me see real quick. In 20 minutes, who can I piss off? It really feels like that's what his goal is. And I see that with some of the other Leos. And it's like, do you want everybody to hate you? So then you can say, don't nobody really miss it. Like, that's what it be given.
Just so they can be sad at the end of the day and then play victim. Like they just didn't cause all this havoc.
Literally the reverse psychology of it all. I've been dealing with that all my life.
They are manipulative in some ways. I would say that. Like, girl, you Leos, y'all. I love Leos for the most part, but on the downside, they are fun people. But sometimes they can be very I feel like that's a thing with fire signs is that they can be very selfish. So when it comes to certain stuff, like just certain stuff in general, they will not listen to you. They will just like it will go one in one ear and out the other, basically. So I just feel like as far as that, that's what I don't like about Leos is them not being what's the word?
Accountable.
Accountable. Yeah, they don't hold accountability at all.
Can I give y'all an example of that? Now I don't have many dating stories with Leos just because I grew up with one I knew not to ever really try to interact with one in that way.
Story with Leo.
I think I just knew better. I was like, if they're gonna be stubborn, like my brother was the type to fight over the big piece of chicken just because. Like that's what I'm saying. He don't even want to eat all that, but it just wouldn't feel right to let me have it. So I knew I wouldn't want to date nobody that had that type of train of thought. Like, girl, are you cool? No, you're not.
Like, no, for real. And their anger is unmatched. I would say that.
And who wants to be in jail because you were trying to match anger? You know?
Exactly. Yeah, girl.
So, but I worked with the Leo girl one time because I was trying to think of the women that I know that are just like the Leo women. They just be, I mean, very fun, very pleasant, but always on the verge of crashing. And not even just a little slight crash out, but like a big blow up on I-95. Like,
no.
3 lanes are shut down, girl.
No, thank you. Okay.
They be giving
Baby,
3-car collision crash out.
I'm trying to get home and you crashing out.
Y'all, I worked with, I think I told y'all this story a few episodes ago. The job that I had with the white lady had a comment about locks and said they were matted. So remember I told y'all I was talking to this younger black lady originally when the white lady jumped in. So that younger black lady, I was like 22. She had to be like 36, I think. Y'all, me and her was thick as thieves, going to lunch, she would tell me about her kids, and I would tell her about whatever I had going on at that time. But it was very much like we were cool, right?
Work bestie, yeah.
And look, we really didn't talk to nobody else in that office, so they could not take us. Why are y'all always over there kiki and giggling, and when we come over, y'all just say hi?
That's nothing else to talk about.
Jerm, the white people would be so jealous. They would be like, why can't we be in the what's the girl chat for today? And I would be like, no comment, bitch. That's my girl. I don't want to talk to you. Okay.
Right. Okay. I love that. She was a Leo?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we would have a lot of fun, but with the good thing about work friendships is y'all don't really have to go that deep. So you don't necessarily get to see the worst side of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could go months thinking that they're great. And I went months thinking like, oh, she's such a great lady. She would be telling me about her men and all that. I would be like, oh, look at you. You know, running these niggas. Okay.
Yeah.
So we get to this point right before I actually left the job. Remember I told y'all I iced out the white lady who was like the boss or whatever. She wasn't the boss, but she was like the supervisor when the boss wasn't there.
Right.
So I iced her out, wasn't messing with her no more. Leo lady knew that. And she felt the same way that I felt about the white lady, but she is better at, I guess because she's grown for real, she's better at playing nice in an office setting. Like you don't like somebody, but you're like, hey, Susan, girl, oh, I love those shoes. You know, she was very good at that. I'm 22. I don't give a fuck about this job for real. I'm not finna pretend, you know?
Right.
So
you don't need this job for real.
When I ice out boss lady, Leo lady is like, oh, okay. I talk to her. I talk to him. They don't talk to each other. I'm going to get what I want out this situation, basically. I was doing a bulk of the work, even though this lady was much older than me, because I am a very fast learner. I guess you could say, you can show me how to do something. And I'm like, okay, I'll do this and that. I'm also how can I optimize this situation? So whatever you tell me how to do, it used to take that lady, the boss lady, when she was originally doing the job, days to do something that I learned how to do in like 3 hours. Because I would just be like, oh, y'all don't know about Google and these systems and apps and things. I really came in that company and showed them how to live in the modern age. It was crazy. Filing systems. I was like, you could just scan this and put that on there. They didn't know none of that, Jerm. So I made the office space more efficient. So now I'm doing things really fast. So she ends up just giving me a whole lot of stuff to do, to the point to where a white lady stopped doing her job altogether. That's a whole nother story. Either way, though, she announces that she's going to give me and Leo lady her previous responsibilities and split it up. I was given way more responsibilities than the Leo lady, and I literally only had like a week more seniority than her. It was crazy. They were like, Bryce has been here longer, but it literally was 7 days. I'm not lying to you. So the other lady just acted slow. Leos are great at playing dumb, aren't they?
Yeah.
So she just played. We would be learning a new system, and she would be like, "What? So you click there and you click that? Oh, I would be like, oh yeah, I know how to do it. I got it. You see? So they're just giving me more work. Me and her had a conversation. Me and her talked all the time, so she knew how I felt about like why I have so much more work than you, and they're not wanting to raise my pay. That's why I ended up leaving, because it's like I can't get $3 more an hour. You gonna give me 30 more tasks? That was crazy to me.
Okay.
So anyway, Leo lady has more responsibilities that have nothing to do with mine. Like, just as she's learning, the lady is like, okay, you can start doing this, you can start doing that. She's not taking away my duty. She's just giving her more stuff to do. Leo lady gets overwhelmed. I don't look like I'm overwhelmed because I learned how to free up my time, because I want to be on my phone. I want to be on Instagram. I want to be listening to my shows. I don't want to be at this job thinking about work all day. So I learned how to do it. Even if it's hard, I'm going to learn how to do it really fast. So now it looks like I'm chilling. Babe, I'm taking a mental break so I don't crash in here. I did a whole lot more work than you. Just because you're still working, that's just because you move slow.
Right.
She said, I'm getting back into the story like it just happened, girl. It's been 3 years. She said, Bryce, can you start doing this one specific task? Because I don't really have time to do it. Like, I'm on Instagram, she's on Facebook. But she's not moving when she's on Facebook. She's big chilling. Kiki Ken. Mm-hmm. I'm moving and on the Instagram, on the YouTube, whatever, watching my Hulu.
Right.
We're not built the same, baby. You need to focus. You don't know how to multitask. So now it's the end of the day. You have all of these things that you have not done because you weren't being productive.
Right.
I did not feel like I was entitled to help her. And I wasn't trying to upset her. And I find this a lot when I've even tried to have Leo friends. You get so worried about ruining the friendship if you speak up, because like, how are they going to react? And at this age, I'm almost 25. I don't give a fuck, babe. If I can't just tell you, hey, Jerm, I don't like that, and we got to be in a whole fallout over it, fuck it. We don't got to be friends, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
But back then, I wasn't to that place yet. So I still was like, how do I say this? I thought about it really hard. And I just told her, like, I already have a lot to do. And, you know, it would make me feel even more overwhelmed to have one more responsibility. Mm-hmm. Right. She acted like it was a real conversation. She acted like she got it. Okay. Couple days later, white lady comes stomping through in her kitten heels. Boom, 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 boom. She see that lady and she said, hey, can Bryce start doing my da-da-da-da-da, whatever the task was? Oh. That white lady... Can't even talk, y'all. I'm so mad. That white lady looked over at me and she was like, yeah, he can start doing it. He has time. Leo lady was so fucking pleased. She got what she wanted. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I ended up leaving like 3 weeks later, so it's not a big deal. But in those 3 weeks, I didn't say nothing to her. She was so mad at me. Because I did to her what I did to the white lady. Like, I iced both of them out. Now I ain't talking to nobody. And she's just over there. I made another friend in the office, so I'm in the... We still in the same place, so I'm the white lady, not the white lady. It was another white lady that was cool. She would be walking by, I would be like, hey, girl, da-da-da. Yeah, bitch, you're replaced. And she would just be over there, oh, man.
Just grumpy and mad.
And I was like, you are the one who did this. You lucky I didn't curse you out. So I'll do the task. I'll do the task, but I won't do you. Okay?
Exactly. For real. Like, wow. I feel like I'd be going through something like that at work, too, because I'd be outside and then people be inside the building mad as fuck. Because I can be on my phone and they can't. Yeah, because I can be on my phone and they can't. Uh-huh. So
that's weird. We too grown for that.
Exactly. Sorry. Anyways. Okay. Did I already tell you about...
I need to know who you don't really live for.
I thought I already said, oh, wait, no. Oh, okay. So, who I don't live for... Okay, we're going to start it off. This one is easy. Cancers. I don't like cancers. And this is excluding my siblings, because I have three siblings that are cancers, and I love them to pieces, even though they are bad, but I love them to pieces. Like, oh, love them. I would give them the world. But
Jerm, love the kids.
I'm talking about the strays that's out there, the cancer strays. what I don't like about Cancers, in my opinion, keep in mind this is my opinion, y'all. I don't like how they nosy. Like I said before, they be all up in your business, be all up in your Kool-Aid. At my old job, I kid you not, I be on my phone. I be on my phone doing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I see Cancer girl looking at me like dead in my eyes. Like, what's going on? Do you need something? Do you need help? Like, do you need a friend? Girl, she just all up in my Kool-Aid, and as soon as I look at her, she looks away. That's what I don't like about Cancers. And then on top of that, sometimes Cancers like to play different sides. They like to I call it the Regina George of all signs, right? Like, they think they the baddest bitch. You know, they got a clique around them. They want to be the main girl. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see in Cancer. You know what I'm saying?
I respect it.
Like, I can respect it too, but at the same time, it's like...
Oh, no, I was saying I respect your opinion. That's what I was saying.
Oh, my opinion? Okay, cool. Yeah. Thank you. Because I don't respect that, but they just get very mean girl energy, and there are some cool Cancers out there. There are some sweet Cancers. So I'm not talking about if you're not that mean girl that's in the group with your girlfriends with the blonde wig talking about some, oh yeah, like, forget that girl, fuck her. Yeah, like, she's not that girl. You know what I'm saying? If you not that girl, then cool. You know what I'm saying?
What was that voice?
I just made something up.
You don't be practicing that in the mirror?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I just made that up, y'all, on the spot.
That's crazy.
But Cancers are somewhat Regina George, but at the same time, they can be sweethearts. I have met some sweet Cancers. So I'm not getting at all of y'all, but I'm just talking about y'all degenerate sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Not degenerates.
I'm just saying, because sometimes they be running around this bitch wild and out of control. I'd be like, who raised y'all? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on?
Nobody. You know? I ain't had no daddy around when I was growing up.
Okay? Not Tiara Marie. I would say that.
They don't know nothing about that, Jerm. They don't know nothing about that.
Seriously, baby. That was before y'all time. Okay? But I want to say my other least favorite sign is, and most of y'all gonna hate me for this, because y'all gonna be like, oh, I love that sign. Pisces. I don't. Like,
oh, girl, you're clocking it. Clock it, mother.
I don't like Pisces. I know some cool Pisces, don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But just like there are some good Pisces, there are also some bad ones that really put a bad taste in my mouth. So I want to say Pisces are the type to like they are really wolf in sheep's clothing. Okay, like, y'all know that. And I just use an analogy with my engineer, because he's a Pisces as well, and I'm not throwing shade at you, Garland. I
never realized that. Yes,
Garland's a Pisces, but I love you, Garland. So this ain't no shade towards you at all. Please don't be like, I heard what you said.
Jerm, this feels like it's about to be shade. I'm sorry, it feels like it's about to be shade. I don't even know what you're gonna say.
Okay. For the Pisces that are wholesome,
we need our sessions. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I know. We need our sessions, because if I say the wrong thing, my career is over. Like, it's done.
Bitch. We don't want to go to these other studios in Dallas.
Okay, because don't nobody care like he does. But I want to say, let me say the good things first. So Pisces are, I'm gonna say that first. Pisces pay attention to detail. Like, they are very goal oriented, and they always know what they want as far as creatively. It doesn't matter career wise. Like, they always know where to go. They always know how to navigate life. I mean, in my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, but this is just based off what I see. So I would say that's the upside of Pisces, and they're really friendly people for the most part. Like, they can blend in. They can what's the word for it? Adapt, yeah. They can adapt to any setting, and that's what I love about Pisces. Like, they can really be your homegirls for real. You know what I'm saying? They also can be a ride or die. You know what I'm saying? Also that too. But as much as they can be a ride or die, they can be a crash out. I want to say Pisces are the Pisces I've I've known to be low vibrational are very messy.
Oh yeah, take my Braxton.
Yeah. They like to throw rocks and hide their hands. Like, let's say you confront a Pisces about a problem, they're gonna be like, "Oh, girl, wait, I didn't do that. What are you talking about?" Like,
knowing that they did it,
knowing that they did it the whole time. Like, girl, like,
it's very Leo. Her and Leo, the Leos and Pisces are really alike in that way.
Our sisters in that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I want to say that's what I don't like about Pisces. But other than that, they real cool. But there is some that are like very posh. You know what I'm saying? Like very.
What you mean?
Ooh, like.
Oh, nose in the air. Okay.
Yeah, like, oh, bitch, don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? And I get it, you know, because there are some girls out there. I'm like that sometimes too. But, you know, it doesn't have to be an everyday thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, go to the club. You can do that at the club. But don't be at the park and we all having a good time having our picnics. And then here you come stomping all over our food in your high-inch Louis Vuitton heels. Like, girl, come on now. Like,
oh, hello? You think they're too much. That's what you're saying.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. So I want to say that about the low vibrationals, but for the most part, y'all cool people. Y'all very creative. I love that about y'all. So, but those are my two least favorites. But what
I've interacted. No, I was just gonna say I've interacted with a couple of Pisces. I guess you could say trying to date. Oh. I just be doing shit sometimes. I don't even know what you want to call it anymore. But having conversations for real. But
they can be very manipulative too.
No, okay, Jerm, let's clock it for real. That's what I was gonna say. I found one time that like really knocked me over the head with like niceties, I guess you could say. And I was like, why is this person so friendly? Oh my God, why are you so nice? Literally,
terror behind the scenes.
Y'all, a little demon inside. Why does this beautiful man have a little devil inside of him? You know, like. Not the first time we met, but like after maybe a couple of days after the first time we met, I was like, because people be like, how was your day, whatever. I don't like that question. It's very annoying. But I answered it honestly one day, and I was like, yeah, it wasn't the best. I don't even know what I was talking about. I was just like complaining about something small. This Negro shows up to my house with a whole little birthday bag, like a gift, and it had some shit that I had just talked about I was gonna get from Amazon. I need service. Literal acts of service. I had never experienced that before. I was like, you just bought me random shit just because I said I wanted it? He was like, yeah. It didn't, all of it together didn't cost more than like $25, but that's not the point. Okay. I was just like, that's fucking crazy. And at the time, I thought it was like an expression of like, I really fuck with you, Bryce. But grown Bryce, this was like, I don't need to tell y'all when, but it wasn't now. Okay, I'll tell you that. But now I realize that somebody who is about to be a little devil would probably try to make things cute at first.
Try to butter you up just to get you comfortable. And then when you're not looking, whack you upside the head. Like, I got him.
Bitch, got that motherfucker. That's exactly what was trying to happen.
Wow. That's just crazy.
But honestly, other than that, I've only come across Pisces friends, I think. No, hold on. I know another one. I ain't gonna get into all of that, but just whores. Okay, I'm sorry.
They are whores.
I'm sorry. Shout out to y'all.
I can agree to that. Yes. Whores.
Okay. But I didn't even mean to talk about that. I'm sorry. Okay.
Ooh,
so you're thinking about
starting on Libras.
Look, you're thinking about Cancer's Jerm. What I was going to say about that is I don't personally know. Well, hold on. Let me not clock my mother again. She's a nice lady, but you're very on point with the nosy thing. I would never classify my mom as a mean girl because I even see her interact with other people, and she's not trying to be rude. She might just say it in a way that
they're just very straightforward.
Yeah,
straightforward. Yeah.
So like we're walking through the store, she's correcting other people's children. We're at a family gathering, and she's telling the big one to put the plate down, like, and it's not even like she's trying to be mean, but she's like, I know that you have a problem with overeating, Sally. So when I see Sally get a third plate, I'm gonna say, Sally, didn't you say that you don't want to da 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 da? Like my mom is just gonna say that. And you see how you're giggling, bitch? That's me. I be over there living for it. But to other people, it may be like, oh, she's being
catty.
Yeah.
She's catty.
But she's really trying to help you. She means it with such love. That's why I live for her.
Wow.
Jerm, I just be giggling at that lady. She be like, what's funny? And I'm like, you, girl, you are a TV show.
That is so funny. That's hilarious.
So, yeah, some of them may not mean, they may not even know what they're doing. Because if I tell her this, she's going to be like, I don't do that. Of course you do, girl. Children are scared of her. She'd be like, stop doing that and sit that back down. And they be like, who are you? Right. They do it, though.
Wow. Yeah, they do what they do what she say. I know that's right. They are very straightforward beings. I would say that about Cancers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
My second least favorite, y'all, long time coming. Y'all know it's a Scorpio. I can't stand a motherfucking Scorpio. Ooh. Hold on. Now hold on.
How'd your kids? How'd your wife?
So y'all, I had thought that I was gonna say Scorpio, but I feel differently in the moment. Let me not even lie to y'all. Scorpio, they not getting it right now. You know who's gonna get it? The motherfucking Capricorns, girl. Let's talk about these motherfucking Capricorns. Cause I get it. We're Earth signs. We're supposed to be sisters. Y'all are going to hell. Okay, so I don't even want to do Scorpios because that's so, like, everybody knows that they terrible. Let me tell y'all about somebody y'all didn't know was terrible. If y'all haven't realized, I think there are only a very few good people on this earth. So that's why I'm reading so many others. But, and I'm totally joking too. Like, if you are one of these signs that I said I hate, I love you, babes. Like, it was just a kiki. So,
hilarious.
Let me do the Capricorns real quick. They're so like Virgos in the way of like the analytical, productive, on top of your shit. You would think everything is going good, even if it's not with them because they're so pulled. They are a Virgo with an eviler side than even what I experienced with Virgos. Like when I was talking about what my things about why I don't live for other Virgos like that. Mm-hmm. You remember I was saying it was very much they're about themselves. That doesn't mean that they're looking to harm others. That just means that you're only worried about protecting yourself, you know?
Sometimes they are.
I don't know Virgos that... Hold on, though. I don't know Virgos that calculate takedowns unwarranted. We don't just be out here trying to take people down just because.
Look, I know one that's very blinded by rage, and they mad at me for some fucking reason. And
you did something.
I didn't do nothing.
As a Gemini, and we just talked about it. We just talked about it.
I understand that. I definitely do. But baby, if I don't know we have a problem and you have a problem with me and you want to fight me because of that problem, then maybe
a Virgo wants to fight you?
Yes.
Oh, we don't do that, girl. Everybody here go to work. We don't do all that.
Exactly. So as soon as they come up, like I said in the last episode, they will get a facial mist and be sent on their way. Okay.
That girl was a Virgo?
Oh no, that girl was a Libra. But I'm talking about another. This Virgo is a guy. So,
Jerm, I'm so surprised to hear that. I don't ever think to like. I have issues with a lot of people. I don't ever think to fight. I will beat you if I have to, but like, I'm not one that's like, I'm mad. I want to fight. So I'm so shocked to hear that there's a Virgo who wants to express himself through violence. That's crazy.
I didn't tell you. I seen them in Walmart one day, and I was walking with my boyfriend. And he was like, I seen him, and he looked at me, and he was staring me up and down like he needed
I remember this story. I remember.
He was like, yeah, you better be lucky you walk past me. I get you and that bitch you walking with. And so I just remember grabbing my key, wrapped it around my hand. I said, just in case this bitch think she can pull something, let me surprise that hoe. Cause baby, when I tell you that key was finna be in that
Can I tell you something, Jerm?
What's up?
Y'all, we gonna get real quick. It's about accountability, right? I'm telling everybody else to be real. I'm gonna be real. As a Virgo, that man don't want to fight you. He probably scared of y'all. And he just feel like he has to have something to say. I remember being a kid. To say. Mm-hmm. Since I've been like at least 15, I've been ready to go. But before that, a fight seemed like, oh my God, I'm gonna get my nose broke or I'm gonna get a scratch that's gonna last forever. Like I was really afraid to really get down. But I would talk like I was ready to go. I was not ready to go. I would have got my ass dragged around a few times had somebody actually had somebody called my bluff. That's what I'm trying to say. They just so happened to believe me in 8th grade when I was like, I'll beat all y'all bitches up. I wasn't ready to do nothing. For real.
You were a big girl, yeah.
Exactly, because I was so much bigger, me saying, say one more thing, that really shook some of the people. Like, you know.
Yeah, like.
But so I'm guessing, I don't know the man, but I'm guessing he really just wants to feel like the big guy, and like he got y'all shook.
He is a big guy. He is.
But he probably is really shook. That's why. Because if I'm to the point of violence, I'm just gonna be violent. I don't have to tell you, oh, you lucky that we did.
Yeah.
No. That's how violence works for me. It's not a thing of like, oh, I could get into a fight today. Who cares? It's very much like you've pushed me to this point to where now we have to battle. You know?
Well, you
so
know
the fact that he didn't, the fact that he didn't make it happen, I don't really think he wants to fight.
I think he didn't want to go to jail again because the first person he assaulted was a person that I was friends with in college, and that person.
Wait, he's an assaulter. What the fuck?
Yes, like he be putting his hands on folks.
Oh, never mind. So he's not. So, he's not.
Yeah, he's definitely done this before.
Mm-hmm. My bad, Mr. Bully Man.
That's why I said I was gonna wrap my key around his hand and give him something worth his time.
I was trying to call him pussy. Let's come to find out he ain't pussy. But
no, he not, and neither am I.
Oh, I ain't either. Okay. I was just saying, he ain't scared of you. I still snuffed your ass down. But I was just saying, I thought that you were pussy. I guess you're not, sister. But hey,
no, girl,
you didn't try it that day.
He didn't want another charge. That's why.
And you better not ever see me with my sister and think you're gonna do anything. Exactly. I don't even know who you are. But all Jerm got to do is tap me on my soldier. Well, not my. Can I talk? That's how impassioned I am. Because bitch, what?
No,
he be beating bitches up and he threatened you, Jerm. You didn't tell me that he be beating bitches up.
No, it's fine. I'm used to bitches threatening me and thinking they're gonna do something to me. Like, no.
But I thought it was from a bitch who don't ever really get it popping. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think it was like a.
No, he gets it popping, and we can both get it popping.
Somebody might need to get popped. Okay.
No, I'm just saying it could be a firework. It could be a show, a fireworks show. It could be the 4th of July up in this bitch. Let's pop some shit.
Yeah, that's look. This Jerm, we don't need you into the jail for the fights.
Exactly, please. No, orange does not look pretty on me. And
just pull your little Luigi.
Taking my goods. Exactly. Okay.
Right in the head. Okay. But get away with it. That's my goal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever want to be violent to somebody that deserves it and have to actually like answer for it.
Right, we'll let life deal with that. Life got their ass. Shit.
If I'm to the point of being violent to you, I have a getaway plan because I don't want to go to jail for it.
Mm.
I took you out and I escaped town. Okay.
I do have a question for you though, because we just been rumbling off at the mouth, y'all. We so
my
comfortable. Bad. I hope y'all been getting into the tea and getting into the gag. But
my bad.
Bryce, for you, do you think it's reasonable to have reservations about someone just due to their sign, or do you think the opposite?
I think it is reasonable. Yes. Now, as much shit as I'm talking about everybody, I, of course, interact with these people from time to time. Like, I don't meet somebody and find out that they're a Leo and be like, oh, back away from me. Like, it's not that deep. Reservations for sure. Don't take it too far, though. Remember that we are all different people. Because there are things that people assume about me as a Virgo that are very true. But then, as I just said, there are other things that I've worked on not being terrible with, I guess you could say. So the bad sides of a Virgo, I've tried to reduce some of it. So you assuming that I'm going to be a hypercritical Virgo that's like, why is your hair like that? And why are you sitting there like that? And why don't you have all your teeth? Like, I would never say that, you know? But...
Yeah. Like a Cancer,
But if you think about what is associated, the negative characteristics associated with a Virgo, you would assume that they're just looking to pick at you. I don't really want to pick at nobody like that. So don't take it too far. I guess I could say this. You shouldn't say it out loud. Like, I don't like when you meet somebody, they tell you your sign and people are like, oh, you're a da-da-da-da. These are the things me and Jerm are talking about. We think these to ourselves. You don't meet somebody and say, oh, a Gemini? Y'all are fake. Like, that's just weird. Don't do that. You know?
I have met people like that. I'll be like, okay, girl, I guess I'll
Why are you saying that to me? You know?
Right. You don't even know me. You just met somebody that has the same sign. You know, you can't categorize the same. You can't categorize one person as everybody. Basically.
Yes.
So, okay.
That's what I would say. Because as much as I talk about even the Capricorns, I don't know if I really explain to y'all why I don't like them, but I don't need an explanation. I don't need one.
Are you sure?
It's a earth sign thing. I know y'all could be better, and y'all aren't better. So,
I mean, y'all are hard workers. I would say that y'all are very into y'all's work.
I don't care about that.
Oh, you don't care about that?
Everybody can work hard. Be better as a human. Have a heart. Darling, have a heart. Did you feel anything? Oh my God.
Outside of them being robots, deep inside of that
deep.
Steel, they real deep, like in the depths, in the abyss, they probably do have a beating heart. You know what I'm saying? It's probably on life support. But other than that,
they also can't take any type of constructive criticism. Like I just told you, I don't tear people down. I would never sit here and say, like I just said earlier, I don't even remember what insult I had earlier, but fuck it, another insult. Defensive. I would never just insult you just because. Jerm, do I ever just insult you just fucking because?
No, sometimes you do it for fun.
Jerm, that's not the answer, bitch. But it's, you know, I'm not being for real though. So, but like, if it's time for like a real, hey friend, I don't like when you do da da da. You gotta understand that your friends, your real friends, are not saying that to you just to piss you off. Yeah, I've made friends with Capricorns before, and it's like you can't even tell that bitch that she's talking too loud in your house without them getting mad. Oh, you're trying to shush me, and it's like you're shouting. Who paid the bills?
No, for real.
But that's just an example of like something small where anywhere else, anybody else, you tell them, hey, a little loud, they get quieter.
Yeah, they be like, oh,
Capricorns feel like you're trying to check them and sun them and be like, I'm the lead earth sign in the room.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, I don't want to be the leader. I just want you to behave. Damn. They're so poorly behaved. But they're good on the surface, and you would never know that unless you really...
They are poorly behaved.
You'll never know it unless you really get into a conversation with them. Or a conflict, not a conversation. Your Capricorns are good times until you really get into a real conflict, and you be like, whoa, it's very bratty. It's very 12 years old. Like,
yeah, like, are we adults?
I'm not mad. You're mad. It's just like, ooh, girl, calm down.
Yeah.
Jerm, this is getting edited out. This is getting edited out, just so you know. So no need to project and be funny, because they're not going to hear it. I'm not telling nobody I'm on drugs. What's wrong with you?
You're going to be like, oh, Bryce is a crackhead. Oh, he needs
Okay. Let me ask you one more question, and then I want to tell them about with this viral streamer thing. Okay. So, Jerm, I do have a question I really want to ask you as we wrap up the Zodiac talk. Do you understand what the moon sign means and how it plays a part into how people behave?
Okay, so as far as I know, I do know that it rules in like their emotion, like how they act, whether it's love or anger. It's however that sign may act in a way, but still acting in a way as, like, for me, for instance, still acting as the Gemini, but with Virgo emotions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
because your moon is Virgo, mine is Cancer, and it's crazy how we both like the sun signs of our moon sign. You know?
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. But I just wanted to explain to people what Jerm was saying. Your moon sign represents your emotional nature, inner world, and subconscious, revealing how you process feelings and react to situations and seek comfort and security. So as a Virgo, the reason why I may not come across in the heartless, I am kind of aggressive, but not a bad aggressive, but in the heartless, disconnected, unable to feel area of being a Virgo, that people assume like you're just cold and have, like you were calling Capricorns robots, people think Virgos are robots. If I was all Virgo, maybe, but this Cancer moon has me very grunge. I don't know what the word is, but very sad boy, very like, oh, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all listen to my music, all I do is cry. Like,
I'm getting carried away. Hey, I think I'm getting carried away. Hey.
I told this bitch before we started recording that she needs to stop doing karaoke of me. I don't appreciate it. And he keeps doing it, y'all. I got him, though. It's cool.
Girl, I'm sorry. I had to get the girls into the tea right quick. You know what I'm saying?
I don't need... It's not karaoke time, girl. Please stop. You will be copyrighted, okay?
Oh. Okay, Beyonce, I'm sorry. You know Beyonce, she be copyrighting people.
Don't get on the internet playing my music in the back of your videos. Okay? I'm joking, though. Jerm knows I said that because he mocks my voice, if y'all have never heard. If Jerm ever sings one of my songs, he's going to turn into Tony Braxton. I don't know why he does that. He likes to mess with me.
It's because us singers, we like to emulate the person who's singing the songs. You know what I'm saying? We've all done that when we were younger. So it's like, it's nothing different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's nothing you wouldn't do to a Mariah or Beyonce. So
I don't. I sing it like I sing it. I don't try to be Beyonce or Mariah.
I mean,
anyway,
to try sometimes.
I'm not mad about it, Jerm. I've accepted you for who you are. So that's what I was saying about the moon signs, though. Because of that Cancer moon, I have so much emotion that I be like, where do I do with all of this? I put it into music. Luckily, I have an outlet. But if you don't have an outlet, you might really just be cold, disconnected from the world, and emotional, and analytical, and super productive, and always wanting to be the best at whatever you do. That's a lot going on in a bitch head, okay? That's why in so many ways, it really is. That's why in so many ways, as much as I seem like I don't give a fuck, I seem like I also care a whole lot because both exist in my mind at the same time.
There's a balance. Crazy. Okay, yeah. I love that with Virgos. Y'all have a balance about y'all.
I don't know if it's a Virgo thing. I think it's my Cancer moon that allows me to not be completely...
Okay.
Completely Virgo-ish, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
It pulls me back a little bit.
Because you said you and Keke Palmer have the same birthday. I wonder what sign what her moon sign is. I'm going to have to look that up.
Her moon, it has to be something that is like happier than a Cancer.
That's what I was saying.
Because I think that's the difference between me and her. As much as like I'm goofy and I like to play a lot, she has, this sounds crazy to say, but she has a lot lighter tone to her than I do.
Yeah.
I feel like she wakes up and it's like, look at the sun, the birds outside. I'd be like, bitch, I gotta do this shit today. Like, I'm very I don't say it out loud a lot, but I complain to myself all day long, y'all.
Oh, Lord.
And it's the sad Cancer. I'm just like, look at the world. Everybody's going to hell.
Well, slow your roll. Speak for yourself, baby girl.
That's why I don't watch the news, because that type of shit for somebody that is extremely emotional, it'll just have me feeling like the society is doomed. I don't want to see the news and all of the bad things that happen today.
Yeah,
that's the only way I can be like a bit uplifted, and I'm like when I have a positive day, I will actually tell my friends like I'm having a good day, because it's like, wow, I don't get a lot of these. Exactly. I get good days. Let me not say that. Good mental days where I'm like, oh, look at the sun, and I don't feel like that all the time. I just be too focused, and that's not always good.
Yeah. Because sometimes you need the woosah. I've said that before. So, y'all don't forget the woosah whenever you need to, okay? If you're working 2 weeks straight, okay, make sure you take a weekend off. Don't let them people work y'all too much.
Jerm, you know you just helped me recently with that message.
What you mean?
You remember we were talking about music, and you said that all my shit was sad and I needed to write a happy song?
Yeah.
And then I went and did it. So, it's okay to not always be extremely down in the dumps. And
yeah, I'm proud of you. I'm so proud. I can't wait to hear it. It's gonna be our soft girl era song.
I love that song so bad. Yeah, I don't even understand the lore.
She sang down. Oh
my God, John, I gotta tell you something. Oh. I gotta tell you something. But anyway, my Kiki. Oh yeah. I would also love to know what her moon sign is, because she just seems like so much like me, but like on antidepressants,
Girl, you are hilarious. Not on antidepressants.
I think if you don't know what your moon sign is, that probably is something you should go figure out with like your birth time and all of that, because it would really explain why you don't necessarily relate to everything that people associate with your sun sign. I think y'all should all do that, because as much as Jerm is a Gemini sun, the Virgo moon makes him way more tolerable for me than the other Geminis that I come across, where I'd be like, I met a Gemini recently and I thought to myself, no shade, but does this bitch have actual thoughts that didn't come from Twitter? Like, it was so monotone, airhead. Like, oh my God, no shade, no shade, no shade. So your Virgo pulls you back into like having a brain.
Reality. Yeah, it does.
Not reality, because Virgos aren't in reality. They're in their head.
Okay, yeah.
But
I will say, yeah, I do put myself in check a lot. Like, when
Geminis are so shallow. Generally.
Yes. I'd be like, girl, now, calm down.
We have real conversations.
Yeah.
We have real conversations outside of, look how cute I am, and bitch, my hair. Yeah. And when I tell you, I've met Geminis that are just, my hair, and I need to do my makeup and my wig. And it's just like, girl, do you know there's people out here dying?
Very pretty, very self-centered, like I said. Yeah, like,
it's people out here dying, and you are worried about your lipstick. Like, what? We got to be for real at some point. So that's why I like your Virgo moon. It makes you be for real.
Yeah. Like, bitch, be for real. That's what I be telling myself all the time. Be for real, bitch. Come on,
I think the last thing we wanted to say about that is we believe people can grow beyond the negative characteristics associated with their sign. All of us can do it. If I've done it and I'm not as nitpicky as a typical Virgo, you cannot be as whatever as a typical whatever you are. Just try to be a better person, and don't let having a bad reputation associated with your sign make you commit to being a bad person. I think that's what we really want to get across, you know?
Yeah. Always treat people with respect. Treat people how you want to be treated at the end of the day. And if you don't, well, just deal with the repercussions.
For the Scorpios, it's hope. You don't always have to be a terrible person.
Scorpio.
You may grow and learn how to not be terrible and make everybody feel bad for you and also hate themselves at the same time.
And for the Capricorns, go outside. Just go outside and take a walk. I promise you.
I suggest meds.
Well, I mean, he suggests meds, but I suggest get you a glass of water. Treat yourself. Take yourself out on a date and just, think about positive things. Think about stuff that makes you happy besides work. But other than that, yeah.
You really think that'll help the Capricorn?
I mean,
I think it's an ego thing. Like I said about the Leos, I really think I feel like I am the head bitch in the room, and I really think it's like a battle of that. And people expect me to be like that. I don't want to be the head bitch in the room because I'm okay with just being me. Somebody who wants to be the head bitch in the room wants to tear down anything that, y'all, Capricorn story real quick. I'm sorry I have to tell y'all. Met a Capricorn, had like 85 pounds on me, no shade. Y'all know, if y'all don't know, I work out and I've been trying to build the body that I want over the last few years. I'm getting closer. But really see who that's me.
The body that you
want. But so I met somebody that was bigger than me. Let me tell his business real quick. Was on Ozempic, right? And that helps you lose weight really, really fast. Well, yeah, that too. But it helps you lose weight really, really fast. So he was talking to me about like the body goal of like when he would stop the medicine, I guess. Okay. And he had already lost some weight, so he had loose skin. Mind you, me not being a nitpicky person, I didn't say, "Oh, look at your loose belly." Didn't even bring that up because that's just rude. But so as he's talking to me about where he wants to be, he's like, "I'll probably end up being like your size, not your size. I'm gonna be like way smaller than you, actually." Oh. And I was like,
my size. And what size is that, bitch?
And what size is that, bitch? Okay. I was like, baby girl, you're going to have to cut off half of your body to get to my size. You're a truck. And I would have never thought that if you didn't come at me unwanted. Like, why did you have to try to... Jerm, did I choke you out with that one? That's crazy, girl, you
almost made me spit my water out. No.
Oh, my God.
Shit.
His big ass told me when he's done with his Ozempic, he was gonna be not your size, smaller.
Bitch, what the fuck I gotta do with that shit? Oh, y'all. That took me back.
Ask me if the bitch still big.
I'm sorry. My sister took me back with that one. Like, she took me over the moon. Okay? Because I was not... Bitch, you a truck.
You're a truck.
I sent my truck at that. Oh, my God. Girl, what did you say? Like, what happened after that?
I couldn't... Okay, so the thing about me and Capricorns, I can't go back and forth with you. You think you're smart. You think you're a team. I don't have it.
She really said, oh, well, not your size, but a little bit smaller. Like, whoa.
I was just like, that's really disgusting, don't you think?
No,
like,
seriously.
Instead of attacking, like I have reads for days. I would love to attack. But me just calling you a truck to your face isn't going to get the point across. Now you think we're just having a regular old beef. It's not a regular old beef. I want you to realize that what you just said was fucked up for like unnecessarily.
No, for real. You
were unnecessarily mean.
Because
you'll never have my shape. No shade. Like, girl, you're going to lose all that fat and you're just going to be loose skin on sticks. No shade.
So
you got to build muscle. Okay.
You was like, ask me if the person is still big now. So is the person still big?
Godmother is still a truck. Yes.
Beep, beep.
Bitch, the bus is here, okay?
No fucking way. You know how the bus sounds? They make the sound. Oh my God.
And they running low on the diabetes medication, so they finna start putting a band on that Ozempic, so he better have his shit stocked up.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Y'all just go in the gym and work out. I know it's hard, but it really pays off a lot.
I mean, it's no point in going to the gym if you're gonna eat a cookie for dinner. A Pizookie.
Girl, who eats a cookie for dinner?
The truck.
You gonna spoil your appetite.
Look, as she's telling me, Jerm, you had to understand how mind blown I was. I was mind blown. I had nothing to say. As you're telling me you're gonna be smaller than me, you go to a restaurant specifically for the pizza cookie.
Oh.
That's all you eat.
Oh.
Oh, I ate earlier.
Wow.
I just want a cookie. You bought a $15 cookie because you're a truck.
Can my girl Bryce lay off? Oh, girl,
y'all, I don't
like
do
truck.
I don't do all of the big shaming. Oh, it's wrong to be big. I don't believe in all that. I let people do whatever they want to do.
No,
but I won't be assaulted verbally by a truck.
Exactly. Like, because why did he have to come for you like that? He was literally tugging at your wig. He was like, let me tug at her wig right quick to make myself feel a little bit better.
That's what the goal was.
I'm feeling insecure, so now I got to tug at his wig so I can feel a little like he's the sidekick, I'm the leader. Yeah, that's weird. Because I feel like people who are big at first, and I'm not saying all people act like this. People who are big at first, they have this attitude, like this woe is me attitude. But then as soon as they get skinny, it's like a switch, and they like, well, I can treat you like this because I was treated like this because I was big, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's like this whole reverse. First they become a victim, and now they're a villain, and it's like, girl, like.
I definitely know what you're talking about.
Yeah, like that's I feel like that's weird. And
when you are so used to being fat shamed, it becomes very easy to fat shame.
Exactly. Like, why would you become that same person you despised when you were a big girl or when you were a big boy? Like, why be that girl? You know what I'm saying?
And I've never necessarily been the biggest in the room, but even when I was big, I felt uncomfortable in my body in general.
Yeah.
So
you didn't project that onto other people.
Now, I was mean because I didn't like myself, but I wasn't mean specifically to fat people, if that makes sense. You know?
Yeah.
So me being like chubby, I didn't look for the fat kid and be like, haha, you're fat. I just didn't really like
cookie,
me.
Bitch.
It was like more about me, you know?
Yeah.
But I think when you were the biggest in the room, you can't wait to be the smallest in the room to finally not be the biggest in the room, you know? I never really. It was always somebody bigger than me, so I never really felt inferior. You know?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, standing next to you, you're like a tree. So
I'm also when you're taller, you carry it differently as well. Yeah. So I used to remember, Jerm, do you remember I used to wear hoodies all the time? It's because I didn't want people to see how big I was.
Girl.
I stayed in the hoodie just so I could look like overall massy, but not also super like, I didn't want you to see I had a gut, you know?
Yeah, you didn't want the girls to see your tea, okay?
Titties too, at 14. Not playing, girl. It was giving B cup. So I'm going to keep this hoodie on. And you won't see nothing. Because I was always like a tall kid. You couldn't really tell how big I was for real.
Okay. Not titties too.
But if you don't, if you've never been able to hide it and you get called a truck at 12, maybe you can't wait to be grown and call other people trucks, you know?
I'm not gonna play with you.
But y'all, I had fun this episode reading the Zodiacs down. To wrap this up, Jerm, I do want to pull it back to the segment I introduced a few episodes ago. It was called The Great Packing Up, if you remember.
Okay, yes.
You know, we like to put the girls in their JCPenney boxes and send them on out their way. Jerm, I don't know how chronically online you are, so you may not have seen this, but recently there was a streamer who went viral. Now, he did not go viral for being good at his job, so I don't know his name. Nobody actually cares about who he is. But he went viral because he was on the little stream playing a game, and his 2 children are in the back, as well as the mother of the child, looking like a dodo. I'm talking about like Tom and Jerry, when you see the stars above their head. I saw stars above that bitch head just looking in the air. Okay. No shade.
Oh.
So I'm gonna tell you why I'm talking about these people like that though. So it's 3 children, not 2 children. My apologies. It's 3 children, 2 little girls and a little boy. The little boy is pulling at this pink or purple looking device. It looks like a tablet for children.
Right. There
is a girl who is sitting right behind her father and says, "Daddy, Lil Jamarcus is playing with a girl toy." On live recording, the father immediately attacks the boy as if he had picked up a knife. "What did I tell you about playing with girl toys? You're not supposed to be touching girl toys." It's a fucking tablet, but it has a pink case. So it's designated for the girls. When I tell you every ignorant bitch in the world was on that post defending why it is okay to berate your child, to the point to where the little boy, after his father finished talking to him, he did the okay and went and sat down and faced the wall like he was on punishment. You broke the boy's spirit, and not in front of the other kids, but like in front of the world.
Yeah.
And you think that you're helping him not be what, Jerm?
Gay.
That's all it's fucking about. And so I just want to say this in case any idiot ever comes across this message right here. If your child is going to be a fag, they're going to be a fag. It ain't going to be nothing you're going to be able to do about it. You making them feel bad for being a fag, only going to make them be a quiet fag at first. Mm-hmm. And then sooner or later, they're going to go be a loud one.
Mm-hmm. A very loud one, baby. You're going to see them on Twitter one day popping that ass open, okay?
Showing maybe it all. Not,
but
showing everything the guy gave them.
They be doing it, exactly. Popping that ass.
Jerm. Also... I love that that's what you wanted to add. the people, the children in general who just play with toys, a boy that picks up a Barbie doll does not mean the boy is going to be gay later on in his life. Right. Especially a fucking tablet. That's really what pissed me off. Had it been a Barbie doll, I could at least understand where your mind took it to. But a tablet, you're fucking sick. Bitch, exactly. It's a tablet.
Right. He wanted to watch fucking ABCs or something, or Blue's Clues, whatever the kids watch nowadays. Like,
there are people like me who used to sneak in my sister's room and play with her dolls because I wanted to. My parents had I did that too. I don't think my parents even knew that. But there are people who are gay now who, as a kid, didn't even have the opportunity to play with girl things because they had parents like that. They told them boys do this and girls do that and boys don't do that. It didn't stop them from growing up and being who they are. So, right. I think straight people are so resentful to gays having like actual rights and the ability to live in a normal society these days, that they try to make sure the next generation is going to be worse off. And they think that they're going to steer their kids from being like that by being literal idiots. And it bothers me so. I just wanted to say that. You're not going to stop. If you have 4 kids, one of them might be gay, and there ain't going to be nothing you can do about it except for being a terrible fucking person that makes them grow up to hate you. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah. You just got to love people for who they are. You can't change a person if they're gay, straight, lesbian, or even if they want to be trans. You just got to accept people for who they are. You know, not everybody is on the same journey, and not everybody, like, because if we all came in this world together, we would all look the same, act the same, do the same shit. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't work like that. So at the end of the day, even if the boy was grabbing the tablet to yell at him aggressively in front of like millions of people is fucking wild over a tablet. I feel like homophobia is going to ruin the black family, all because they tie so many negative connotations to it. Like
it already has, actually.
Yeah. They tie so many things to it when really it be your Uncle Reggie who be out here touching the little girls and sometimes little boys too. You know what I'm saying? So
can you think about how many black dads left the home because they wanted to be gay in peace?
Yeah.
Y'all could have had daddies if y'all were not all raised in a homophobic society.
Exactly. Y'all could have had y'all dads.
Your dad is somewhere sneaking it low, spreading it wide.
On Grindr.
Not raising his children.
Girl. It's something.
Because he didn't feel safe to be himself. Let people be themselves and see how far we get as a society.
Exactly. Let people be themselves, y'all. You can't change everybody, okay? And if you feel some type of way about this person being gay, maybe it's something wrong with you, okay?
What's wrong with you? I had so much fun this episode. Oh my God. And we made it a little bit longer for y'all so y'all can have a little bit more time.
We did. Oh my God.
To distract from work. Because work sucks.
Work fucking sucks. And I hate that y'all are there. And I just pray that it goes a little bit faster for y'all so y'all can get off.
And one day you won't have to be there.
Right. One day you ain't going to have to be there, boo. So we wishing you the best. We love y'all. Okay?
All right.
Kisses.
Jerm, where can the people find you if they looking for you?
All right, y'all. Y'all can find me on Instagram as Home Cooked Meal and on TikTok as well as the same name. I also released like I said, if you haven't heard Stupid Ass Bitches, go check that out because it's out on all platforms. And Bryce, do you have anything to say to the people before we go?
Sorry for being all over the place, y'all. I can't help it. It's delusion and mental illness. But y'all
don't believe him, y'all.
I have excuses for everything. You better believe it. Okay, so appreciate y'all for listening. Hopefully y'all have fun. If you are one of the signs that we talked about and you are great, tell us. Leave a comment. You know, defend yourself.
Oh, and rate us. Please leave a comment and a rate, please. If you like us, if you hate us, we would love it all. Yes,
I'm open to all hate. At this point,
let us know. Tell us how we can be better. We're all friends here. Exactly. Tell us how we can be better. We are all friends here. Okay.
Calling all the trolls. Who wants to troll me? Okay.
Let's do it. We can go back and forth if you like. You know, we can either read we can have a segment where we read the comments.
So say something mean.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let's get into the tea. So yeah, but we love y'all. Thank you for hanging out with us.
All right, we'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.